Hello, back. I'm back. Let's see here. So we are playing I Wanna Kill The Kamilia 3 here. This is the second screen. We have some spikes here that move, and those aren't and these drops also aren't that useful for having key bindings, I don't think. Yes, so this is a playthrough where I have bound jump heights and stuff to different buttons. Let's just see if I can figure out how to get it down. Yeah, I am recording actually. Like I have to. These. Okay, maybe this is not a good one to use. I'll instead try to do it manually. Yes. We are off to a great start. There seemed to be some kind of a secret there. That's somewhere where my macros do come in handy. I don't know about the 3 height jump there, though. We'll see how it goes. What's that secret about? It requires a key that I don't have. Okay, that's better to do manually. Let's see here. So just an F jump won't work, and the full height jump would hit my head on those things, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would. Here, though, we get some use out of macros. That's This I just have to do manually. Except maybe I can use the 200 millisecond there. Maybe a bit more than a 200. Like. Okay, Q is apparently bound to something else or whatever. It's not working that macro. It would have been the 200 millisecond anyway. I don't know. Let's try the 220 on. Ah yes, I asked you to guess my deaths in this screen. Again, there's something off to there that's popped up. Some glitching thing. Maybe if I do this, it'll kind of. I'll have to readjust it if I show you. Whatever. So not a lot of use for macros on this screen. But they are useful in a couple of places here also. It would be kind of nice if I could get to the first boss at least, because well, I kind of like the idea of boss as a challenge. Well, like I don't know. It's just something different. To break up the just constant platforming. Okay, now I can't get that either. Also, I have to adjust my chair somewhat. It's yeah. Okay, maybe I should plan that one jump there a bit better. X is the shoot key. I'm already kind of getting these ones wrong. I wasn't really planning that jump there. Okay, now I feel like that secret. Maybe it wasn't the nail in the coffin of what killed me. I should take some responsibility for my own death. Oh, come on. I'm kind of horrible at these drop jumps, as you can tell. Oh, come on. There is something that I might have forgotten to do. Hold on. It won't, because I have these macros here. Hold on for a minute. There. That. Oh, come on. Why won't that panel go away now? It went. That's something that could have been eating some system resources. I tend to do some scientific calculation when utilizing the idle resources of my machine, but now these aren't really idle, and I should maybe use the A jump instead there. There might be some a little bit of inconsistency even in these macroed jump heights and whatnot, because the game and my script won't sync up probably absolutely, but it's good enough probably. Okay, the A jump now. For this, the S jump. Okay. Oh, let's use something different there than the 200 millisecond. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, then. Okay, what shall I use? The 240 or whatever. Except that happened. this drop thing kind of brings back horrible memories of I Wanna Be the Boshi. I got kind of stuck in the second world where there was one of these kind of drops. Also, I feel like it's good to maybe point a bit more to that direction. Yeah. So that's why I'm also saying that. Okay, let's use something different there as well than other than the 200. Yeah. Yeah, that should work. Just that. And I'm using the wrong jump there as well. Okay. The 244. That's 260, I think. Okay. Let's see if I can actually do it this time. Perfect. Now then, let's be ready to use... Which one? 240. Because the tip of the spike kind of scares me there. But I do need something a bit beefier than the 200, which is just enough to get me on top of 2 blocks, but that I'm doing at a distance. Maybe I should have been moving there as well. I just it's kind of whatever. Okay. I almost died there. And the 240, I think. That's... But... Of course I can't actually get there. I shouldn't be manually jumping on that. Does this screen seem a bit easier maybe even than the first one? I don't know. Does have more moving parts, you could maybe say. Okay, I'm getting this timing, maybe eventually. Anyway, the idea is to do the first jump there when the spike is already starting to kind of fall. Okay, and let's actually use the keys because I suck at manually specifying these timings. I wasn't on the ledge. Now then, this thing here, it would be and then yeah, something like that. Okay, let's see how it 571. I don't have at hand what how many deaths I had previously. Hold on, I'll have some kind of a I'll have some kind of a screen death counter. I like that. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe let's try with some better timing. Scary. This is Kiri possible now. Or not really from, but in this style of, I think that's what those kind of are referring to. I made that one. How to do this one? I think something a bit higher than the 80 millisecond, like let's go with 100 millisecond one for both, a bit closer, starting a bit closer. I don't know what caused that kind of there was a hiccup there. I'm not even using the key bindings there. Maybe 120. Okay, 120 seemed to work. Okay, this side I might have wanted a line for. I think I can go one step further, but I don't know. When I die, I suppose I'll start thinking about the lines for this jump. And that one could be an align moment as well. It seems fine to be here. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, now this one. And when this worked there, I suppose I'll try 100s maybe. Let's do, because there's also I am starting lower. I suppose not really, because of yeah, well, sort of, kind of. Let's use, I don't know. 140. Okay, I was supposed to be thinking about the align. Preferably for both of these, something that would work for both of them. So, we start here, faced from that direction to here. Let's imagine a wall here. The align that I would want is if there was a wall here, I'd want to press against it from the left. And the kid moves 3 pixels at the in a frame, so every well, there's probably a better alignment tutorial here. Anyway, I count 3 tiles in directions. But 1, 2, 5. No, not. It's King Arthur from the Holy Grail. It seems that this is at some kind of a half interval here. I still don't know how to treat half interval kind of tiles or whatever in this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 3, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1. I'd want to face from this direction this wall, but that's impossible physically. It's not this wall, and it's not that wall, but it could be. Let's try something around here. That might be easier. This wall would do. Can I get that line there? Nope. 1, 2, 3. If there was an imaginary wall, if there was a wall here, I'd want it from this side. Also, something else that would work is, I think this wall from the right. So yeah, I think this is the correct line. Okay, we do have a line now. Does it work for this? How do I even count here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think it actually does work for that one as well. Okay, we have a line. I shouldn't be using it. Let's not even try any macros now. This one I wanted to use, well, just something. These were... What were they, these? Not the full jumps at least. Let's go with 140s. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't really... Let's just try them again. Okay, 120 cities. Yeah, 120s will work. I think I do have the align still. Yeah, I think I'll jump from here. Let's just do it. Fortunately, I didn't get on that ledge there. These were 140s. Did I accidentally press against this ledge? That might be the incorrect line for the jump ahead. So yeah, 120 seem to be working very nicely for me here. This seems like I'm at a different distance again. Have I been hitting some kind of a thing again? Some wall of some sort. I wish I had some line for... I suppose this wall, of course, here works just below it. Yeah, so I don't need to get it from elsewhere. 140 is here. Okay, maybe 120 is there as well. Let's not rush that because it's not working out. Said it's not working out. Let's not rush that one. Do I have the align? I don't know, but we are doing it anyway. Okay, 120s this time. That worked. Let's get the align from there and then I'm going to mess that one up, but whatever. The full jump anyway. The key. Ah, I did it. Geary possible. I have the these key bindings are kind of messing that up. Anyway, anybody who guessed 34 gets nothing. So we have two different choices where to go. These seem I don't actually know if I can get the how to do one of these. Then it should be all over for this section. Except that there could be some kind of pseudo randomness to how I'll press the whether I'll press these at the exact same time, the jump key and the movement key. So I'm not sure if that is the way to go. This one absolutely seems doable. That one absolutely seems doable. These are scary, very scary to me. Let's just try the right path, I suppose. That one is the a jump. A jump. See, there's some randomness to how high the kid jumps. It's even with the macros. Sometimes it's like 1 or 2 pixels from the like he hits his head on the ceiling here, and other times it's not quite. So yeah, unfortunately that's just kind of a fact of it's just this needle randomness thing. I'd have to kind of hack into this program somehow to get exact timings. And that's not something I... Okay, that would be a... maybe like... R jump seems to be fine there as well. So anything up to this point is very simple. Then we get into a bit more iffy territory. I have to use some timing. And I really don't think my macros will help here. Okay, let's use the S jump instead. I don't know, man. Maybe I should just do it manually, kind of. Some kind of a bonk jump there. Ah, that one spike got me again. Let's try the left side for now. That's about as... I don't know how scary it is just yet. Thing is, after I figure out a timing for, well, yeah, the jump to use with those apples, then it's all over for that section, I think. I was considering trying to figure out some kind of an alignment there as well, but nah, that seems very difficult to do. It would require some kind of screenshotting that area and then okay. Apparently we also have some kind of a secret there, but I'm not going for it. Well, that's like the width of my cursor away from the apple. Yeah. Let's use the width of my cursor as a kind of a something like that. Yeah, all over for that section as soon as I found that one. That seems bad. Let's try to think in advance a bit about what I'd preferably do there. An A jump might be the start. I don't know, maybe. I can't get right next to the spike there, and it's already pretty precisely one tile. So maybe the S jump instead. And after that, well, something. The full jump, sure, whatever. We'll just try. Well, I didn't feel like that was the correct timing, so I tried to save it. I could have macros for also moving sideways some specific distance. I only have these 3 pixel ones. Okay, mouse's length, well, width. Somewhere around there, sure, whatever. It's not even that precise. Yes, and jump after I get there. Okay, this time I messed up somehow. I thought that was the mouse's cursor's width, but maybe not. Or maybe I had the started pressing the buttons at the wrong times. Okay, maybe. Here, nah, it's there. What? Now I'm not getting it again. Maybe I have an incorrect. I could look at the video. I don't have that easily open. I mean, the thing that I was considering was that I'd look frame by frame, just what I what went wrong. By the way, I have added some kind of a slight compressor effect to OBS, and also this is now shooting 50 frames per second. So maybe now I won't have to have the microphone at 65%. Maybe, I don't know. Because that causes peaking, and that's an enemy of audio, good audio. Okay, I just need to be more precise with the timing. Yes, and then after. There. No. Give me. Okay. 662 deaths. So anybody who guessed 57 or whatever gets nothing. Okay, this is bad to do with key bindings. Maybe it's more fine than I think. Maybe like, because I can double jump. Another thing that I could do is do these ridiculously minuscule jumps, but a lot of them. That's something I could do as well. But okay, I'd need to do it more quickly at least, if I went down that path. So maybe let's not use that jump as the... okay. Do I instead need the A jump there? It's a jump. Bad. I wanna be the heart. I don't know if I don't have experience with that many fan games, to be honest. I don't know. Is this enough for this recording session? Sure, whatever. Bye.